Rams Nation, wake up, because the league just confirmed what we already knew, and they are absolutely terrified of us. The 2026 schedule just dropped like a tactical nuke, and SoFi Stadium is about to become the center of the football universe. We are talking about a record-tying 7 primetime games because nobody can keep their eyes off our squad. But hold on, because the price of greatness just went up 16% and every seat is a golden ticket now. We are building the strongest tribe in the NFL, so hit subscribe and join our 3,000-strong family. Listen to me carefully, because the disrespect is finally over and the NFL just handed us the keys to the kingdom. 7 primetime games is not just a number, but it is a statement that says we own the stage and the spotlight belongs to Los Angeles. 5 of those massive games are happening right in our backyard at SoFi, and you can feel the electricity building already. This team is built for the Super Bowl, and the league knows it, so they are putting us on display for the whole world to witness. But let's talk about that Week 1 opener, because things are getting wild, and we are taking the show across the globe to Australia. We are kicking off the season against those Niners in a foreign land, and tickets are already sitting at $450 each. It is a massive price to pay, but seeing us dismantle our biggest rivals in front of a global audience is priceless. This is about legacy and grit, because our stars are hungry for another ring, and the pressure is mounting. Think about the intensity in that locker room right now, knowing that every single move they make will be under the brightest lights imaginable. Do you think the front office made the right move by hiking these prices, or is it getting out of reach for the real fans? I want you to feel the weight of this moment, because we are witnessing something historic in the making. The demand for Rams football has never been higher, and that 16% increase in season tickets is proof that everyone wants a piece of what we are building. We are the most in-demand team in the league, and that comes with a massive target on our backs. Can you imagine the atmosphere when the lights go down and the crowd starts screaming in a stadium that cost billions just to house our greatness? This is our time, and the world is watching us move toward another championship run with an aggressive swagger that only LA can provide. We are not just playing games, we are making movies, and every single snap is a scene in a masterpiece. The journey starts in the heat of Australia and ends with us holding that trophy high above our heads while the haters watch in silence forever. Now we have to look at the divisional grind, because the NFC West is a total street fight every single year, and this schedule is absolutely brutal. Look at Week 16, when we have to go into the frozen noise of Seattle on Christmas Day. Tickets are over $300 just to get in the building, because that is the most anticipated game of the entire year. Imagine spending your holiday watching our boys battle the Seahawks in a primetime war while the whole country watches from their living rooms. It is expensive and it is high stakes, but that is the price of being the kings of the coast. Contrast that with the Arizona games, where you can practically walk in for $50 or $60. Week 6 at SoFi is a steal at $99, and if you want to travel to Phoenix in Week 10, it is even cheaper. It is almost funny how little respect the Cardinals get compared to the heavyweight clashes we have lined up. But do not let those low prices fool you, because those are trap games that could ruin our entire season if we lose focus. Then we circle back to Week 18 against Seattle at home, where the price drops back down to $145. Why is there such a massive gap? It is because the Christmas game is a global event, and the season finale is just the warm-up for the playoffs. We are looking at a gauntlet where every divisional win is worth its weight in gold. The Niners game in Week 14 at their place is going to be a bloodbath for $186. You have to ask yourself if you are willing to bleed for this team when the chips are down. The management is betting big on our loyalty, and they know we will show up whether it is $60 or $600. This is about the soul of the franchise, and how we respond when the rivalry gets personal. I want to see the blue and gold everywhere, from the desert to the bay. Is this schedule a blessing or a curse for our playoff hopes? We are talking about high emotion and high stakes in every single one of these matchups. The road to the Super Bowl goes through the West, and we have to be perfect. It is a choice. Let's get into the primetime clashes, because this is where the real legends are born, and our schedule is absolutely stacked with heavy hitters. We start off in Week 2 on Monday Night Football against the Giants, and it is actually one of the most affordable games at just over $100. That is a gift for the fans, because the energy for the home opener after coming back from Australia is going to be legendary. But then things get real expensive real fast when we hit Week 12 on Thanksgiving Eve against the Green Bay Packers. Tickets are soaring to nearly $250 because everyone wants to be at SoFi before the holiday. It is a massive jump, but can you blame them? These are the moments that define a season, and seeing the Packers under the lights is a tradition unlike any other. And then the very next week we have the biggest test of them all, when Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs come to town for Thursday Night Football. $200 just to see if our defense can stop the most dangerous man in football. This is a heavyweight title fight in the middle of the season, and the world will be stopping to watch us go toe-to-toe. I am losing my mind just thinking about the atmosphere in that building when the Chiefs walk into our house. It is the ultimate measuring stick for this roster, and a win there changes the entire narrative of the NFL. We also have a Sunday night battle in Denver during Week 3 and a Monday night showdown with the Bills in Week 5. The league is basically saying that the Rams are the main attraction, and every other team is just a guest in our show. It feels like a dream, but it is a beautiful nightmare for our opponents who have to prepare for us in front of millions. Seriously though, how are we feeling about these back-to-back primetime games against elite quarterbacks? It is a test of our depth and our coaching, and I believe we are ready to explode. The tension is rising, and the prices are reflecting the fact that we are the hottest ticket in sports right now. Every primetime game is a chance to prove we are the undisputed kings of the league. Believe that. We need to talk about the non-divisional matchups because there are some absolute steals and some shocking prices that make zero sense. Take a look at Week 8 when we have the battle for LA against the Chargers. It is only $119 to get in, which is honestly insulting for a crosstown rivalry of this magnitude. This should be the loudest and most expensive game in the city, but for some reason the market is sleeping on it. You better grab those tickets now before people realize how massive that game is for bragging rights in our own backyard. Then you have the Dallas Cowboys coming to town in Week 15, and the price jumps to $256. It is the most expensive non-holiday game on the entire list because the Cowboys fans always try to invade our house. We cannot let that happen, and we need to lock down every single seat to keep it blue and gold. I am telling you right now that the Week 17 game in Tampa Bay is the secret gem of this schedule. It is only $107 for a late-season game that could have massive playoff implications. It is a warm East Coast trip and a chance to see our boys clinch a high seed for a bargain price. But why is the Washington game in Week 9 so cheap at $106? It feels like people are overlooking the middle of our schedule, but that is where championships are actually won or lost. We also have a tough road game in Philly for $285, which is just pure insanity for a regular season game. The Raiders game in Vegas is also a heavy hitter at $244. It is a wild ride and the financial commitment is real, but being a Rams fan means showing up when it matters most. I am honestly shocked at some of these prices, and I want to know your theory on why the Chargers game is so cheap. Are we just that much bigger than them, or is the league missing something? This season is going to be a roller coaster of emotions, no doubt. Everything is on the line in 2026, and this schedule is the ultimate proving ground for a team destined for greatness. We are looking at 7 primetime games and a 16% price hike, because the world knows the Rams are the gold standard of the NFL. From the shores of Australia to the lights of SoFi on Thanksgiving Eve, we are on a collision course with destiny, and I need every single one of you in my corner. This is more than just football, it is our identity and our community standing tall against the rest of the league. They want to see us fail under the bright lights, but we thrive in the chaos, and we live for the pressure. I want to see your fire in the comments right now, because I need to know if you think this is our year to take it all. Are these ticket prices a fair trade for a Super Bowl run, or is the league pushing us too far? We are on a mission to hit 3,000 subscribers and build the most passionate Rams tribe on the internet, so hit that button and join the family if you bleed blue and gold. Your voice matters, and this channel is your home to scream and celebrate every single win. I am reading every comment, and I want to hear your predictions for that brutal Christmas game in Seattle. We are a family of insiders, and we see things the rest of the world misses, because we live this life every day. The 2026 season is going to be a cinematic masterpiece filled with tension and glory, and I am honored to walk this path with you. Get your jerseys ready and find your seat, because the show is about to begin and the Rams are taking over the entire world. Stay loud and stay proud, because we are the heartbeat of Los Angeles and nothing can stop us now. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey toward the top. Rams House, we are truly ready now.